Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it will be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the LA Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from Akers draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, right? Number 23 in the NFL right now.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
A run once more with Hilton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Millen. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly run free to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. Move it, 19.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Can't do 11, can't do 11. 19, 18, drop 50, drop 50.
Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. Down the sideline he goes. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They'll check this one down to Hampton. They'll be outbounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Harris, touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him, he's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. The last time out you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just sent those calls for this possession instead.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
77, 60 back to 60, 79 Broncos.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass caught right side by Taylor. So they'll get nothing on the
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60. Ready? Set, Dragon, 60. Go, Rig. Go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cole, no gain on the keeper. That's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision attention to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. And not going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Trying to run forward with Hampton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And this has come. Touchdown. Rondé Gadsden from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 more yards there and another first down.
Come on. Hot 70.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and 1 in a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
60. 60. 10 to 11. 19 strikes. 19 go.
Now it's Richardson. This taken in by Downs. And now a stoppage. Looks like we have a court who was shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
You good with your prices? You haven't said anything else about it.
Panther 60. 15. Follow in. Panther Street. Warriors 70. Panther 60.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
19 White, 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos. Dragons 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson working from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, spaces at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That one finds Pierce right side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call a timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Price is taking. You need to try to get him now.
60 Bellcat. Here we go. Set. 18 Corey.
That's
70.
sucking, yeah.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so they'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Richardson going to change the play here. Now they'll change things up. On the draw is Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready,
They're going right back to Pittman. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room, and a little bit of pressure there is going to go down.
Sack back around the 8. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan, but they need to get the ball in the end zone.
DeForest Buckner. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert now. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
21.
Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's... for grabs.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how the drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 19 Chargers.
Richardson going to move him around.
19 tight.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10.
Here we go. Panther and left. 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll bring up a second and short.
Second and a yard. At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
And they send the tight end in motion here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Ready? Come back, keep hand up, 50, 70 rings it, 70 rings it. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Complete to Johnston here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. 21. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it around.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers at first.
Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line and set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
Pierce has it knocked loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Ron McConkey from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Wolves take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's got Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
18, 19, Charger, 19, 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Number 6. 19, Charger, 19, Charger.
For a left side, taken in by Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tui Perotu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Here's Richardson. He'll try and do this himself.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Top row 18.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked to the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
The connecting move with Pittman on the outright. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Pass 60, pass 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70.
Richardson to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Point after here coming up. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
33, Chargers 29. Rigoberto Sanchez to take off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Indianapolis, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.